Oh, welcome back, riders. I am back yet again outside Wrath of Rakshasa at Six Flags Great America on Friday, May 16th. Not a super long update today, but there are a couple things to note. So let's just jump on in and check it out. Okay, I'm here in the meat of the ride. I actually ate dinner over here to try to get a really good look at all the minor details they've been working on. So I hope I remember to cover everything I noticed. Guess let's go left to right. Last week I wasn't sure if they were going to fill this entire low zone with the rocks or not, and they did, so there's that. I believe today they put in these two signs. You got the one on the left over here and the one on the right. I'm kind of thinking something along the lines of Superman. You know, they got those cutouts and they kind of tell you who the super villains or superheroes are. I would imagine these are going to kind of explain Rakshasa and the lore and stuff. I don't think there's really any benefit to having anything on the side facing the camera right now. I guess we'll see though. You can see another one over there, and then I believe that's one or two more over there. That actually might be the right entrance actually, so scratch that. But there's at least one more over there, and then you got these two right in front of us here. And then that crate, last week I said one of the statues probably came in that. I guess I was wrong about that. It is in the site plans they submitted a couple months ago, and I wasn't sure if it was like this last week or not, but the box is like deformed. It looks like something broke out, so that's probably what they're doing with the theming there. Right in front of us we have the shade structure. You can tell they added some red like accents and stuff. We got some more siding here, so they've been doing more work to these than I thought they would, so props to them. I kind of like the burgundy color they're going with here. And then over by the station, the bin system is in. Some others shot some video yesterday of a single bin making it around the course, but here's the track. I was wrong in my station prediction analysis video I did a couple months ago. I thought the locker system, bin system, was going to be on the back side of the station, but apparently not. It's going to be in the front, so the more you know. You can see the queue railings for the rows. Those are in there, and I guess while we're talking about railings, a lot of them are in on these shade structures here, and then they're upright. I think yesterday they were kind of not in yet, but they go up pretty quick. And then something I saw them directly working on while I was eating dinner is these like claw marks towards the top of the station. They're pretty cool. I don't know what kind of material that is, and I don't know like if those are actually holes, or I mean, I guess so. I mean, maybe it's glass. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments below, I guess. But those white columns they added 2 weeks ago, they're still white. We'll see if they paint those or not. And then underneath the exit, they've added a lot more of the shade kind of thing that you're gonna walk under. So I think that's everything. I can't believe I did that in one take, but I believe that is everything I have noticed as of late with Wrath of Rakshasa, at least from this view. Here we are by the spot, kind of by X-Flight/Demon. We got a couple updates. So the statues, you could get a lot better look at their face. Still not sure if those are where they're going to be like when the ride opens or not, but at least they're rotated compared to the last updates. So you can really get a look at the detail on the faces. So they definitely look like Rakshasa, whatever those are still. And then in front of it, you have all these white structures. That's gonna be the portal you're looking at. Looks like they got some like orbs at the top here now. So that's kind of cool. Those two metal bars that are horizontal, you imagine that's where the ride logo is gonna go. They got this like wood between the white pillars. Not sure what they're gonna do there. We'll have to stay tuned for that. But then obviously there's an opening in the middle. That's where you're gonna walk under to ride the ride. You would presume at least. So some cool updates with that. And then here's a look at Rakshasa relics and demon delights. And then kind of behind all that, or in the foreground I should say, is the lockers for Wrath of Rakshasa. It still looks like there's not any actual lockers there. Actually, I think I see insulation there. I think that's a bunch of insulation there. Probably just don't want it to get rained on. But yeah, this is what it's looking like over here. So something of note, I've only been here for 3 hours today, but they haven't cycled at all. In fact, there's not even a train on the track right now. The only activity I've seen in terms of like track and stuff is the lift. I've seen people on the lift, and I've noticed these wires. I have no idea what they're for or anything, but that's the only activity I've seen like on the ride course itself today. It's just lift work. They've been walking up towards the top. They've been hanging out like 3/4 of the way up. Not exactly sure what they're doing, but they're working on something.
Yeah.
So here we are back at whatever circle ride this is. Here's a look at Rakshasa relics and Demon Delights. They got a lot of the siding in now. There's a bunch of tools inside, you can see there. Sidewalk in, no railing still. We'll see if that happens or not. And for the exit way over there, it looks like just the one little section with the covered right underneath the brake run. So that's the only part that's covered right now. But this is what it's looking like by Hometown Park. So I've ridden Lobster the last 2 visits, and I tried to ride it just now, but everything just went down for weather when I was already sitting in there. But I'm trying to get a look to see if the cameras are in. We know it's going to be at the bottom of the drop, and I haven't seen it at all the past 2/3 times I've done Lobster. So there's that for you. And then right behind me is Wrath of Raksasa's partner in crime, Demon. Got a couple small updates for Demon. Last weekend, people saw it testing, so fingers crossed it'll be open when Wrath of Rakshasa opens. But then also something of note. Let's swing over to the tunnel real quick. So on LinkedIn, there's an employee that works for Six Flags here, and they've been doing a lot of the work. He's been like the lead for the Batman project and sprucing up Dark Knight a little bit. A week or 2 ago, he posted on LinkedIn that they're doing a little work on Demon. And if you take a look, there's lights at the top of the tunnel. In the past, there weren't any lights directly above where the train travels, just on the sides. But you can see there are lights directly above now. So we'll see how it is when it reopens. Okay, then I have a couple updates that I can't really capture on film at all. Number 1, people have ridden Wrath of Rakshasa. Now I saw a picture floating around the internet yesterday where some park employees rode it. So you can't say that no one's been on it yet. So there you go. Another thing of note, as of right now filming this video, there is a commercial shoot on Tuesday, May 20th, and then media day is May 22nd on that Thursday. Still no announcement for any past previews or grand opening day. But yeah, those are the last updates I have. I think I've covered everything I've seen in the park and online in the past couple of days. So thank you for checking out the video, and I'll see you all next time. Push down, pull up, exit to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and go have your greatest day yet. Choo-choo, bye.